Hi, everyone, and welcome to Career Chat. I'm your host, Giovanna Sandoval, and I am a library associate at the Beltsville branch in Prince George's County Memorial Library System. And on today's show, we have Sara McDonough, an adult education director at Prince George's Community College. And she's going to be showing us a little bit of the Prince George's Community College website. And here we go.
Hi everyone. Hi, I'm Sara McDonough. I'm here to talk to you about what it's like to be an adult education director at a community college. And so before I get started, I just wanted to show everyone where to find us online. So thankfully, all of our resources are online because of COVID-19. So I just want to show you how to find GED and ESL classes at the college. So first I'll start with GED. So you'll go to our website, pgcc.edu, and then you can search. You can just type in GED. Our GED classes are free. So if you want to get your high school diploma, and you can join for free. And all the classes are online right now. So you click on this first one. And then here you can see our information. But if you want to sign up, you'll go to GED program information, free GED classes, winter registration schedule. And so this is where you can sign up for these classes we have here. You'll just go to this link and put your information in. So all of our classes are on Zoom. So yeah, and you can be there anywhere you are. So yeah, so these are the classes we have. So you can look to this website for more information. And then also I wanted to show you our ESL classes. So we have a really big ESL program. Oops, sorry. So it's the same thing. You'll go to the search bar and you'll type in, ESL. So we have a lot of ESL programs. So I'll just talk really quickly about them. So firstly, we have academic ESL. This is for students who are higher level and want to prepare for college. Those are not my classes, but we have them at our school. And there's information here if you want more information about them. This is the program I used to work for. And this is our program for higher level students who want to just prepare their English for life or work. The classes are really affordable. They're only $105 and they're also online. So you can see their class schedule here. So I'll try to go quickly. Hold on, learn more. So this is just more information. So any au pairs or people who want more classes, so you can see the class schedule here. There's a whole lot of different options: listening and speaking, TOEFL, citizenship preparation, writing. So anyone who just wants to improve their English for $105. And then lastly, the program that I oversee is Adult Education ESL. So these are classes that are either free or $50. They're only $50 if you're our highest level. And we have a lot of different options. So I'm going to tell you two quick things. One, here's our fall schedule. We have a whole bunch of options. You can do class from 1 to 4 days a week. So there's a whole bunch of options. And if you want to sign up, you just click here. And you'll go through the Zoom registration process. And then one more thing is we also have these wonderful free ESL workforce certification classes. So if you want to learn about careers or get a childcare certification for free, which is usually $1,500, so it's an amazing program. Or if you want to do culinary arts, so we even have a baking class online, so you cook from home. Anyway, you're learning how to cook at home. So we have the certification, same thing, for free. And we also have a certified nursing assistant program for free, which is also $1,500 normally, but with us, it's free. So yeah, but it all depends on your English level and what's right for you, but we have a lot of options. So anyway, thank you for your time. That's all we do. So yeah.
That's great. I think those are a lot of great resources for everyone. Definitely.
Yeah. And feel free to call us. We have wonderful secretaries. So if anyone has questions, like we speak Spanish and English and can help you like really Monday through Friday until 9 at night. So we have people to help.
Wow, that's awesome. That's amazing. All right. So So what are your job duties and responsibilities as the Director of Education?
So in this role, I basically am the supervisor of supervisors. So I'm helping our team have a plan of, where are we going to offer classes? How are we going to offer classes? Just making some of the decisions behind the scenes. So who's going to work for us and what public schools do we want to connect with? So I'm helping us just make some of the program decisions. But we have a big team. I think we have about 15 people who work for us
Wow.
of staff. Yeah. So yeah, I think I'm just like the planner and the organizer, and then I represent our program.
Awesome.
So yeah.
And how long have you been working in the industry?
For 10 years. So as soon as I graduated. Yep. So 10 years. Yeah.
It's a long time.
Yeah. It took a little time. Yeah.
So what was your educational path from high school to where you are now?
So when I graduated high school, I went to St. Mary's College of Maryland. It's a great school that I loved, and I went there and got my bachelor's degree in human studies, which is just about people, basically. And then I got my master's degree in teaching at the same school. And then after my degrees, I got a lot of certifications. I love certification programs, everyone. I'm a big fan. So I got certified to teach special education, English as a second language, how to be a leader and a manager. So all of those things have helped me.
Awesome. So how did you get interested in your profession?
I had a really great college professor. I'm a big believer of life happening to you sometimes. I just happened to have a college professor who I loved, and she taught these classes about how to teach English as a second language. And I fell in love. I loved her classes, and then I loved the topics because I love people from other countries and I love traveling. So it's kind of just so natural. So I would say that this professor. And then also in college, they gave me the opportunity. I taught in Costa Rica and then in the Gambia in West Africa. So basically, when you're traveling the world and teaching, you fall in love. It's really fun. So yeah, that's my college experience really helped me a lot.
So how much time did you invest into getting where you are?
So I would say it really took 10 years for where I am today. I had to be a teacher, and then I had to be the supervisor of teachers, and then now I run the whole program. So I think it took me 10 years really of nonstop working.
And what kind of obstacles did you face in your pursuit of your profession?
I would say that being a young woman who's a supervisor can be challenging. I think a lot of us face different kinds of challenges in that way. But so being a young woman supervisor, I think sometimes you get people who would treat you differently if you were an older man, So I think in that way I've had to prove myself a lot more. But obviously we all can do it. It's just a little bit of changing. So yeah, I would say being a young woman supervisor has been challenging.
All right. And what advice do you have for someone wanting to do what you do?
So the first step is going to be education. So you can find volunteer jobs without having all the degrees, but I would say that we require a bachelor's degree to work with adults and a certificate in teaching English, which you can get at your community college or online. So first bachelor's degree or a master's degree in a related field. And then also, once you have the education, there are typically a lot of job opportunities. So you can look at your local community college online, and there should be a lot of different levels and types of teaching available. And then after that, once as a teacher, this is my real advice. If you really want to move up the ranks, my advice is to help your supervisor, help them with curriculum writing, help them with testing students, basically just be an asset for your school. When you have people who are willing to help out and they do good work, you get promoted and you have the right attitude. Honestly, I think being a good person gets you far in life. So point is, if you're just helpful and you pitch in and you do good work and you're kind, I think it really, yeah, I think I'm really only here because my personality, like, honestly, it's just who you are really helps a lot. So,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. All right. Where have you worked within the industry?
So I actually have a really weird one. So my first job was actually for Ringling Brothers and Barnum Bailey Circus. Yeah, so no one thinks about it, but the circus had children that traveled with them. So I lived on the circus train and taught the kids in the circus who were from around the world. And yeah, so point is, my first job was traveling with the circus, which is a interesting one. And then Anne Arundel Community College, Prince George's Community College, and then Towson University. And I also tried the public schools, so Anne Arundel County Public Schools.
Can you compare and contrast the different jobs that you've had?
Yeah, so I would say that, so in the circus, I taught children. So first off, I mean, the circus is going to be different than anything, but I taught children and we were traveling a lot and it was a hard kind of life in a way. So I had to really be creating a lot of structure for the students about like, okay, every day we do this. And I think it was really helpful for people when their lives were changing all the time. So, but in general, working with children is very different than adults. I love working with adults because you can really be yourself and you can connect with them on such a deeper level. With children, I love them too, but it's more of like, you know, discipline and you're having to help them. And so it's still enjoyable, but it's definitely different. So working with adults, I like it because I can really just be me, you know, so, and then children, it's just, you know, you're helping kids. So it's different. Yeah.
And how has being the director of adult education changed in the face of COVID?
Well, oh, sorry.
Yes.
Public schools. So all of it, well, first off, everything, like all of us, everything is online. So before COVID-19, everything we did was on paper and in person. So now, unbelievably, we have all of our classes, registration, and testing on Zoom. So we even have literacy classes, which you'd never think, you know, helping people learn how to read for the first time online is pretty, I don't know, surprising. So everything we do is just online now, which I think is actually great because students don't have to leave home and drive to class anymore. So it really saves a lot of people time and they get to spend more time with their families because really it's a lot of people struggle with that part of going to school and working and having families. So yeah, now we're just all online.
How can young folks who are still in school find volunteer opportunities to get started in your field?
So my advice, honestly, is if I was a young person, I would want you to work with people your age. I think that working with adults can happen later, but for now, every school has an ESL program, like honestly, all of them. So connecting with your school and the teachers there and the students, I think really a lot of students come to your school and they might not know the language or the culture. It can be really challenging. So I think connecting with those students and helping them learn can really change their life and make them feel welcome. So I would start with the students at my school and my ESL teachers at my school, just helping out the students.
All right. And what are the key skills that young people should think about acquiring that apply to all career fields?
So I mentioned this before, but honestly, there are a lot of people who are smarter than me or you know, all these different things that are better than me, but honestly, having a great attitude and being a positive person. I know it sounds weird, but truly, I think we all like being around positive people. So I think being a good person when you come to work gives you more opportunities. And then also just doing your best. I have teachers who might not be the best teacher, but they try hard. And I think that makes a big difference. So I just think that when people really give their all at work and are nice to be around, I think there's a lot of opportunities that come up for people. So I know it's not the regular advice, but that would be my advice. Mm-hmm.
And what resources or recommendations do you have for people who want to pursue a career in your field?
So I would say that just to get an idea, if you want to see what's available around the world, because I think honestly ESL is fun, but you can travel the world with it. So if you want to see what opportunities are available, you could look at, I think it's called daveseslcafe.com. And this is a website where international schools put their positions up. So you can see that you can teach in Venezuela, China, like Japan, Dubai, like you can just see what's out there to see if you're interested in this field. Even Korea, I've had people who had really enjoyed working in South Korea. So point is, I would say looking at what's available in the world could get you excited. And then also tsol.org is like, I think our leading organization. So you could see what kind of certifications or trainings they have available, or even just resources to like read about the field.
Let's see. And what comments do you have about the industry that people just entering it may want to know?
So I mentioned it before, but I think like teaching around the world, I think people realize that you can teach immigrants here, but I don't know if everyone realizes you can travel the world and have the same job. So yeah, I would say just like, it's nice to know that you can work in a country that you love in the future and have a career there too. So it really gives you a lot of opportunities everywhere in a way. So yeah.
Do you enjoy what you do now?
Yeah, I think it's really challenging. We have, I think, about 5,000 enrollments a year. So basically I went from I helped 12 students in my class, and then I helped 400 people in the program, and then now I have a whole bunch. So I would say it's challenging in the way that there's a lot going on all the time. There's always different programs and students and challenges. So yeah, it's a lot of problem solving all the time. But I will say that I miss students. Where I am now, I work with a lot of staff people, and students are, I think, where I really love them the most. I just love them. So I would say I miss students, but I'm grateful that I get to help them in a bigger way.
When you first started in your training or education, where did you think you would be?
Honestly, when I first started working at a community college as a teacher, I loved all my, if you all are interested in the field, just to let you know, everyone you work with is usually really wonderful. The teachers and the staff are always great people. They're worldly, welcoming, loving people. So when I saw all my supervisors being these amazing people, it's like, well, I wanted to be like them. So honestly, I did see myself doing this job, but my program is bigger than I expected to have. I thought I would have a smaller program or something, but yeah, because I think in Prince George's, we're the second largest in the state. So we're a big one. So yeah, I think I did think I would be here, to be honest.
Did you have anything else that you wanted to say about PGCC or anything else that you want to express? We only have 15 questions. And we're done. I'm really surprised.
Yeah, I think I would just share our phone number and email with students or with everyone. So if anyone wants to call us and ask any questions about classes or testing or to clarify anything I've talked about, our phone number is 301-546-8350. And we speak Spanish and English, so we can help you. And then also, if you want to email us, our email is adulteducation@pgcc.edu. And we have really great people who work for us, so we can help you. We have a lot going on, and it might take a little time sometimes, but we all really care about our jobs, and we really want to help you. And I guess I also want to let the immigrant students know that I think in the last few years, I think that there's been all this talk about immigration, and I just want to remind immigrants that you have advocates. There are a lot of people rooting for DACA students and undocumented students. Can I talk about that for a second? Sorry, I want to just mention it. So for my undocumented students or allies, I want to remind them that there's a lot of opportunities available. There's the Promise Scholarship, which can help fund some credit classes for students. So just to let my undocumented students know, there are resources available. So you can talk to an advisor or call us, and we can talk about what's available to you. And there's also some workforce certifications that are accessible for the undocumented as well. So I would not personally, you cannot do like healthcare or childcare because of some of the background screening. However, you could do photography or IT, or a lot of the different other options are available for you. Sorry, my daughter. So yeah, I just want to remind that, like, all of our students, you know, those who are looking to get a high school diploma, that like we are rooting for you and want to help you and care about you being successful. So yeah, I think that's
Thank
it.
you so much.
Yeah.
We've learned a lot today, everyone. PGC has a lot of resources that I think will definitely help you, family members, people that you know. Thank you so much, Sarah, for coming on our show today.
Yeah. Thank you, Giovanna. And thank you all the viewers, you know, help us get the word out so we can serve our community.
Thank you. Have you ever wondered what are some of the resources that the Prince George's County Library provides to people who are new to the job market, are changing careers, or they're looking for new work due to the COVID-19 emergency? Well, I'm going to show you today how you can access some of our resources online. So we'll first start out on our webpage, which is pgcmls.info. And since we are currently on the web page, we are going to actually go to online library. All right. Now as you can see on the left-hand side, we have a couple of options, and where we're going to go is actually where it says online resources. All right. So as we're scrolling down, we can see that we have all of our resources here. We can definitely categorize it alphabetically, or we can look at it via category. So we're just going to select category just to make it a little bit easier on us. And we're going to hit jobs and careers. Now here are 3 job and career resources that are interesting to know. So our first one is BrainFuse Job Now. All right. So usually in order to access BrainFuse Job Now, you're going to have to put in your library card number. And I can show you later if you don't have a library card number or if you think you've lost it. I can show you how you can access and potentially get a new one so that you can use our online resources. So Job Now is a really great online resource tool for job seekers at every level. If you're just starting out looking for a job, or if you're changing careers, or even re-entering the workforce after some time, Job Now will have something to offer you. Job Now has so many options for resources that range from resume templates to resume feedback, from interview coaching videos and tips to live interview coaching, to accessing resources for job seekers and career and interest assessments. This service is offered for free for you with your library card. All right. All right, and our next one is BrainFuse Vet Now, which is connected to Job Now, but its focus is mainly on veterans and their transition from military to civilian life. Vet Now offers many resources just like Job Now, but Vet Now has access to live guidance from a benefits expert for your needs. Vet Now also has access to live job coaching as well as Resume Lab. Learning Express Library. Learning Express Library is another resource that you have access to. Learning Express Library has many exam preparation assessments that you can take for career preparation, like for your CDL, nursing, electrical and plumbing, cosmetology, culinary arts, and more. Also for high school equivalency exams like the GED in English and in Spanish, college admission tests like the SAT, the PSAT, the ACT, the AP exam, and the TOEFL exam, and many other exams, like the citizenship exam. Here are the 3 resources that you can access today with your library card. ¿Qué tipo de recursos tiene la biblioteca que ayuda a las personas que acaban de entrar en el mundo de trabajo, que quiere cambiar de oficio o están buscando un nuevo oficio debido a la pandemia de COVID-19? Bueno, aquí les muestro cómo puedes accesar unos recursos que tenemos gratis por medio de la biblioteca. Y aquí estamos en la página de la biblioteca de Prince George's y es pgcmls.info. Y aquí en la página vas a ver que tenemos aquí que dice su biblioteca. Y en esta página te puedo mostrar cómo accesar estos recursos. Bueno, ahora vamos a ir donde dice Online Library y también donde dice Online Resources aquí. Ahora nos va a mostrar una página donde tenemos nuestros recursos. Ahora vamos a escoger la categoría. Vamos a escoger la categoría que dice trabajos y carreras, or jobs and careers. Y aquí vemos 3 recursos. Ok, el primer recurso se llama BrainFuse Job Now y es un excelente recurso en línea para personas que buscan empleo en todos los niveles. Si recién estás comenzando a buscar trabajo o si estás cambiando de carrera o incluso volviendo a trabajar después de un tiempo, JobNow tendrá algo que te ofrece. JobNow tiene tantas opciones de recursos como ayuda de tu currículum de trabajo, con un experto que te dará consejos, videos y ayuda cómo prepararte para una entrevista, hasta acceso a recursos para personas que buscan empleo y evaluaciones de carreras y intereses. Este servicio se ofrece en forma gratuita con su tarjeta de la biblioteca. El siguiente es BrainFuse VetNow, que está conectado a JobNow, pero se centra principalmente en los veteranos y su transición de la vida militar a la civil. VetNow ofrece muchos recursos al igual que JobNow, pero VetNow tiene acceso a la orientación en vivo de un experto de beneficios. También tiene acceso a la capacitación laboral en vivo, así como a un laboratorio de currículum. El tercer recurso, que se llama Learning Express Library, es otro recurso que tienes acceso. Learning Express Library tiene muchos exámenes de preparación profesional, como para la licencia de conductor y se llama CDL License, de enfermería, exámenes de plomería, exámenes para la licencia de cosmetología y de artes culinarias, como también otros más. Exámenes de equivalencia de escuela secundaria como el GED está en inglés y en español. Exámenes de admisión a la universidad como el SAT, PSAT, ACT, AP y TOEFL. Y también otros exámenes como el examen de ciudadanía. Esto lo que usted tiene acceso con su tarjeta de la biblioteca.